Good afternoon, Mr. and Ms. Iverson. This is Jimmy Halfaker. I am doing you a verbal debrief of the structural evaluation that we did on 2680 Lake Circle in Jackson on June the 22nd, 23. This is the elevation survey that we did. We started with a zero reference point at the front door, and those areas you can see from the red ovals are the location of the various measurements that were taken. The yellow ovals are the measurements in the garage. The overall, if we look at from our zero reference point here at the front, we have a downward slope of 2.5 inches to the corner, this northwest corner. Then we actually recover and have a 1.5 inches from the front. But notice these two are level. So, and then when you come across, this is only 1.1 inches. So, in remediation of the movement, of course, obviously this variation, when you look at from the highest, from a plus 1.0 to a minus 2.5, that's a 3.5 inch variation. It's not viewed as something that must be repaired in the interest of structural integrity, but given that you guys are likely planning an extensive renovation for this home, I would say that we probably should discuss and investigate perhaps the potential of actually underpinning across this low area, and then it could extend onto the back, and then perhaps around to this side. Garage side has actually got a couple of low numbers on the interior, but when you look at this header, it's only got a 1/2 inch variation from the right to the left, and then the floor here is only from a 4 inch here to there is only down 1 inch, which corresponds with what's on the interior. This I don't think is economically feasible to consider doing anything with. The addition that has been made on the back is a special concern to me. I do not like a crawl space and a slab combination because it makes it harder to ever do anything with the structure should we have any movement. But in this instance, if you notice the pictures in the home inspection, wood along this side is in contact with soil. You do have some deterioration. We got insulation under there. We got duct work, and what moisture barrier has had has pretty much deteriorated. The first concern is we have probably 3 options. One would be to clean out and leave the ductwork underneath there as is, and possibly do a not just a moisture barrier, but encapsulate that area. This seems to be one option. Another would be to remove the insulation in both instances that's under the floor, and replace that insulation with a closed cell foam material. That would be cheaper, and then one maybe a little extreme, but this area could be cleaned out. The heating system that's on this heating and air conditioning system that's on this side removed. We could heat and cool this with mini splits, which probably was not available when this addition was made, but now you have mini splits as the HVAC of choice for many instances. Particularly works well for remodel projects. We actually could, by getting the ductwork in this package system out, could apply fill material and pour this as a slab. Of course, if that would require replacing the floor in this area, and if that's part of your plan, that might very well be doable at a reduced cost from either of the other. Be worth looking into. But anyway, in summary, since you're doing work, optional investigating some underpinning for this area, number one, for stabilization purposes for long term. And then number two, dealing with wood issues and the ductwork on the ground and water issues that's present on the crawl space. Those are the two, and feel free to call me with any questions that you may have. Thank you very much.